Part 2 of a Lemonbuster's auto inspection of the Subaru Forester. At this point we're going to pick up with the rear glass. You can see it's in good shape. And continuing the rear pillar here, up to the front pillar. Very minimal of anything. Take a look at the right front mirror. Do have a little blemish there on the paint, but overall solid and nice. All the trim's intact. Go ahead and take a look at the glass and trim here on the right side. You can see it's just in nice shape. Carrying on with the trim and the glass on the right rear door in good shape. At this point we're gonna go through the door some more here on the right rear door. Very minimal scratches, swirl marks, anything along those lines. It's pretty clean. This real minor little scratch right there, real hard to see. Very minor little chip right there as well, and also right there. Continue on to the lower door here. You can see we've got a couple of scratches there, real light, and then a little chip right there. Got a couple of little chips right here, the rear door entrance. Go ahead and take a look at the rocker. You can see right here, it's got some little scuffs and whatnot. Overall, it's in good shape. Some light scratches, a chip here and there. Chip right there. At this point we're going to go ahead and take a look at the right front door. See, we got a couple of little chips right there. You can see we got a little gouge right there. Got a light little scratch right there. It can be tough to see on this color in the video. Another one light right there and right there. Overall, you can see it's a nice straight panel, pretty clean. Very minimal blemishes of any type. Got a little chip on the handle there. At this point, we're going to go ahead and move into the right front fender. You can see we have a light scratch here and a light chip there. Got a little chip here at the wheel arch. And another little chip right there. Go ahead and take a look at the hood. The hood does have a lot of light scratches and some little chips here and there from rocks and whatnot. Fortunately, we had a bird relieve ourselves on the car here a little while ago. You can see right there we got a little chip though. We also got a little scratch right there, along with a couple little chips right there. So we got another little chip right here. The scratches are a little bit heavier on the hood. They're a little tough to show up. I mean, none of them are major deep scratches, but they are enough there that when the car is shined up, they will show up. A lot of them barely catch with the fingernail, so a good buffing would remove a good portion of these. You can see we got a couple more little scratches, barely catching your fingernail. See right there we got another little dirt mark, another dirt mark. Trying to get to the bottom here of what's dirt and what's chips again. At this point we're going to go ahead and move underneath the hood. The underside of our hood is in nice shape, clean. The insulator is also in good shape. Your vehicle admission sticker. Also, you can see it's got the VIN placard. And I also got the Subaru stamped plate here with the VIN number. Got ourselves a 640 cold cranking amp AC Delco battery. Pretty good battery. See, the terminals are not corroded or anything along those lines. See, our coolant is at a good level. It's nice and clean. Got a good freeze protection to it. See, the engine is pretty dry and clean as well. You don't see any signs of damage to the unibody structure. You can see here, you know, you get a look at the intake manifold, the alternator. Subarus are pretty wide open. You really see a lot. Your heater hoses and your firewall. And even down there, you can see your inner CV boot, your brake boosters. You can see here your brake fluid is a little on the lower side, and that's because the brakes are about half used up. We'll get to that later. See your air box and your plenum. Alternator again. See, the belt's in pretty good shape. No cracks or anything major like that. This is a timing belt motor that does need to be serviced. However, at this mileage, it's okay for a while yet. See, our hoses are in real good shape here. Power steering fluid is the minimum cold. Should be checked regularly. No real signs of leaks that I can see on here at all. You can see most of the power steering lines here. You can see they're pretty clean. Got your pressure line here as well. Your air box. Pop open. You can see the air filter is nice and clean in there. Car looks like it's been serviced pretty regularly. Your brake lines and brake components. Take a look at the power steering here a little bit more. You can get a real good view of the rack, the inner CV boot, and even the top of the catalytic converter. Got our trans fluid down in here. You see it's real nice and clean. See, the trans itself is in clean too. Common area the Subarus like to leak is the head gaskets. They tend to leak oil in the back area here. As you can see, this vehicle it's real clean at this point, so it hasn't had any issues like that. Go ahead and take a look at the oil here. Your AC lines, you can see they're real nice as well too. The oil it's at average condition, but definitely on the cleaner side. Probably a recent change. Alright, at this point, we're going to go ahead and move on to the underside of the car and the wheels and the brakes and whatnot. As you can see here, the wheels in pretty average shape, no real curb hashes, little marks here and there, nothing major. It's a general Ultimax tire on here, looks like it was recently put on. It has about 9/30 seconds left of tread, so that's good. Recommend replacement usually around 3. You can see your coil springs are in nice shape and everything along those lines. You see the brake rotors here. You know, they're starting to wear. Try to get you the best shot I can on the brake pads here. Probably about 40% remaining on them at this point in time. You don't have to do anything quite yet. Normally, if you don't add any brake fluid to these Japanese cars, when the low brake fluid light comes on, that means it's time for brakes of some sort, whether it's front or rear. See your struts there. A little bit of rust on the CV axle, stuff like that. Surface rust and whatnot. Really expected normal stuff. You can also see it on the knuckle there as well. Real normal stuff. But the actual unibody on this car is very clean. See, there's no real signs of rust. The exhaust is also real nice and clean. Your trans pan, no sign of leaks or anything on the trans. Anything along those lines. You can take a look at the drive shaft there. The mid-shift bearing and everything looks pretty good. At this point, we'll get you a long shot of the rockers. See, the rockers are real clean on it as well. Same with the floor pans. Not much of anything there. At this point, we're going to wrap up part 2 and begin part 3.